Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show, and it's time for my first haul video for the new year. Happy New Year to you. So what you see right here is about 15 new purchases that I've gotten in the new year, and we're only January 8th, so not too bad. I'm going to show you them, this haul video, and including one purchase, which you see above right there, which is the biggest purchase I've ever made musically. I'm pretty excited about it. So let's start. Again, used record stores I go to. That's where I bought all of these. No more flea markets at this point. Yep, all of these came from the CD stores. So not a huge fan, but I paid $1 for this CD. A double best of Bread. Everybody knows a bunch of their songs. David Gates. And pretty cool collection. A ton of stuff, probably more than I need by Bread. But what the hell? $1. I'm a really big fan of Little Feat. Everybody talks about the Lowell George years, and of course that is their prime years. But the funny thing is, a lot of people forget Little Feat was not a huge commercially successful band with Lowell George. I discovered them with Waiting for Columbus, like most people, their live record. But they actually had their biggest commercial success after Lowell George. They don't get quite the critical respect, but there is a ton of great Little Feat stuff after Lowell George, and that's what I've been getting into over the last many years, and I'm loving them. And this is a Little Feat album I did not have, and it's called Rooster Rag. And in fact, I believe this is their most recent release. And as you can see, or maybe you can't see, what did I pay? $3 over at Infinity Records. So pretty excited about listening to Rooster Rag by Little Feat. I've really gotten into Manic Street Preachers, and I'm picking up a ton of their stuff. I have a big backlog. But I picked up this album, and you might be able to see it. I paid a whole $1.99 for this one, and looking forward to hearing this album from the Manic Street Preachers. Know Your Enemy is the name of this album. I also picked up this album from the Manic Street Preachers. This is Postcards from a Young Man. Paid $3.99, as you can see that. Looking forward to hearing that. And I had also recently picked up this one from the Manic Street Preachers, Lifeblood. So I have a big backlog of Manic Street Preachers material to get through. In fact, I'm currently listening to this one, which is the really famous album, The Holy Bible, which is pretty good so far. What else did I pick up? I picked this up today. Went to local record store that I love called High Fidelity and saw Jimmy. So Jimmy, you're probably not going to see this video, but it was great seeing you and talking to you, and very excited to pick up this collection from BGO, which is a British label. And this is great. On 2 CDs, I got the first 3 albums by Jessi Colter. I'm Jessi Colter, Jessi, and Diamond in the Rough. 3 albums on 2 CDs in the slipcase. Great find. Very excited about that album. I think I'm going to eventually do a video on Woodstock because there's so many releases, but I had recently picked up this one. The Woodstock 40th Anniversary box set. There it is from High Fidelity, $14.99 I paid for this. This has a whopping 6 discs. So I have that box set up there, which has 4 discs. And then, of course, I have the original Woodstock releases as well. They're all different. It's interesting. There's stuff on the 4-disc box that's not on here, and there's a ton on here that's not anywhere else. So this should be a really fun listen. I'm a huge fan of the Marshall Tucker Band. Had all their albums from the original incarnation, and there's a lot. I have a ton of Marshall Tucker. For whatever reason, I never had this particular album, Long Hard Ride. And I'm always on the lookout because they remastered all their albums on Shout Factory, and they sound great. And I finally found Long Hard Ride, the missing Marshall Tucker Band album for me. I never had this album because, as you can see, it doesn't have too many really well-known songs, and it just bypassed me all those years. But there we go. They are now what I call a complete artist. Means I have everything by them, at least their classic lineup. Another band I really like, been getting into over the years for sure, is Status Quo, and this is also from High Fidelity today. Thank you, Jimmy, again. And I picked up a bunch more Status Quo albums. All of the albums that I'm buying from them are remastered with beautiful booklets and bonus tracks. Status Quo is a great live band, and this is live at the NEC. And the remastered version has a couple of bonus tracks. This is straight classic after classic. This is going to be a smoking live album. I have all the early classic Status Quo albums, and now I'm starting to pick up their latter day records. And this is an album called In the Army Now. And again, it's got the bonus tracks, a ton of bonus tracks. This one's got 6 bonus tracks. So this is a fully loaded CD. They also have beautiful booklets. Picked up this one today as well. If you can't stand the heat. And this is matches the artwork of the existing series that I have. So when you put them all in line, they kind of make a picture. And again, this has a bonus track as well. Classic Status Quo. Hard to get all of their albums because they've been around so long, and almost as long as the Stones, but unlike the Stones, who haven't really been putting out new albums for like the last 15, 20 years, Status Quo is really prolific. They just constantly release stuff. And this is one of their albums that doesn't get great reviews, called Perfect Remedy. But what the hell? Got a good price on that one from High Fidelity, so that worked out. What am I missing? I am missing this one. Number 1 on the list as I continue to grow and become a Swiftie. So I did find a copy of Evermore from Taylor Swift. So that's going to be what I call a major release. A lot of the stuff is what I call catalog stuff. Listen to it 5 times minimum. Gets put away, and then there's stuff that just stays on the playlist for all year. And there's a good bet this is going to be on the playlist all year because I am really falling for Taylor Swift. This was a cool find. I found this at a thrift store. And this was Diana Ross, and it's called Forever Diana Ross. This is a 4 CD, very heavy box set. And I am not the world's biggest Diana Ross fan, but I paid $5 for this box. And of course, it's loaded with stuff. The first disc, Reflections, is mostly Supremes, and of course you can't go wrong with the Supremes. And then it gets into her solo stuff. Got a beautiful, thick booklet. It's in mint shape, and $5 for this whole thing. And then it goes through her whole career, including the latter day stuff. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. But it does have the theme from Mahogany, one of my all-time favorite songs. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the way, amazing song. So, great find, 4 CD box set from Diana Ross. Last but not least, this. Can you see this back here? So what is this? So you might remember I did a video of the Wishbone Ash, the Vintage Years box set. It comes from Madfish, which is over in England. And they do, bar none, in my opinion, at least from what I've ever seen, the greatest, most in-depth box sets you've ever seen. They're expensive, but you can get them on Amazon. And what I did with the Wishbone Ash, I waited quite a while, and I got a good deal on it, relatively good deal. And I did the same thing with this one. And this is the band called Caravan. Now this box, I kid you not, this thing must weigh 10 pounds. It's got 35 CDs and 2 DVDs. Plus it's got books, tour programs, reproductions, artwork, maps, signed autographs, signed photographs. This is Caravan. Who Do You Think We Are? 35 CDs, 2 DVDs, and a ton of other stuff. And I will be doing a special unboxing video on this. It's going to take me literally all year to get through this because I am a fan of Caravan, but I don't have that much stuff from them. So by far the majority of the material in this is going to be new to me. So I will be digging through this all year. Madfish currently has a box set of Al Stewart available, and I'm hoping the price comes down. These are typically around $400. I can't afford to spend $400, but I wait and wait and wait, and then every once in a while on Amazon I check it like almost every day. And then eventually this thing came out, I don't know, about a year or so ago. They're limited editions. They only produce like 2,500 of them, and then when they're gone, like the Wishbone Ash one. Then they go for thousands of dollars. So I'm lucky to have that one. Some of them I missed out. There was a Gentle Giant one I missed out on. But the Al Stewart one I got my eye on, I think I paid a little a little over $200, I think. Well, maybe, I think I paid like $200 for that, and it's like a $400 box. So that was a great find, and looking forward to that. I will do an unboxing video on that in the next week or so. So that's about it. I hope you have a great day, enjoyed your weekend. So you may be seeing, look at this, I am rocking my original 1979 New Barbarians t-shirt. It does not fit me, as you can see, but I actually bought this at the concert at Madison Square Garden back in 1979, and I think I told you guys I have huge archives, including some old classic t-shirts. This one's faded and barely fits, but there you go. The New Barbarians t-shirt will go back into my archives. I thought maybe some of you would get a kick out of it as I'm splitting the side because it doesn't fit. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you're new, please hit subscribe. Check out my other videos. Hit like. Tell your friends. Help my channel to grow. Would greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, stay safe. Stay healthy out there. And I will see you on the next video.